Black Lable is 'n bierhandelsmerk wat die mense van ons land wil uitdaag om 'n simboliese standpunt in te neem deur kampioenmanne te kweek. Grant Pereira, die handelsmerk direkteur van Black Lable, en Tseliso Rangaka, uitvoerende direkteur van Ogilvy Mather Suid-Afrika, gesels met Pepe Marais van Joe Public, meer hieroor.
I love it when a brand steps in and actually starts showing leadership in a world devoid of leadership. And there are serious contextual issues with the behavior of men in our country. So maybe a little bit of insight on this campaign, what you aim to do with it.
In this campaign, a lot of the work we do at Carling and AB InBev from a marketing perspective is ensure that we root it in core human values. Now, one of the studies that we follow came up with the research in South Africa and said that the top 3 values in this country, one is protecting the family. That's the number 1 value. The second value that South Africans over-index in the rest of the world is the value of working hard. The third one that we honed in as a brand is this value of self-esteem. This idea that as a person, I am of worth and I am worthwhile. And the work that I do can be great.
Be a man. What does that mean? The truth is, most of us have learned that lesson the wrong way. Fathers have taught their sons to be bold, to be brave, to be strong. Bold, brave, strong. The meaning of these words is where it's all gone wrong. To be bold and brave, be true to yourself. It's what you do with your strength that makes you strong. The time for change is long overdue.
Long overdue.
To being better.
So that our sons grow up to be better too.
As a liquor brand that comes with its own challenges and perceptions and problems, but we're in a market and in a world where liquor is part of our lives, and for the brand then to step out of that and start leading the way, I'm super impressed by that.
This campaign is trying to say, hang on a minute, there are other ways to be bold, there are other ways to be strong, there are other ways to be brave, and that figure of man carrying his dad, it's almost a role reversal. Somebody that used to be presumably the lead male role model in their lives and that used to exude strength has now become weak. And it's now up to the son to step up and take a role of caring, which is something that is not necessarily attributable to men. That was the real pivot for me in terms of what Carling is about, because it's always been conversing with men over a long time. And the conversation has had to evolve because the times are changing, and what it means to be a man has changed. And as a brand that men listen to and enjoy, it made sense. The brand has earned the permission to have a conversation like that. So we're really excited about the campaign and turning the corner. And certainly it's not an easy space for a brand to play. I mean, Grant and the team are actually very brave to do this. You know, we were asking them at the agency, are you sure this is the kind of thing you want to go out saying? And they were quite adamant, and we're glad that they stuck to their guns, because now Carling can be at the forefront of what it means to be a different man, a different kind of champion.
It's not physical strength that's going to carry man and manhood into the future. It's the way you use your strength to both protect your family and your immediate environment, but also make the world a better place.
The benefits of this new way of being a man in the world of business, in your experience, in your own role as a leader and as a father.
As a man, I need to be consciously and deliberately inviting of women, of people of other nationalities, cultures, into the spaces that I occupy, because it will bring a diversity of thought, and it will set an example to the people that look up to me in the industry, my friends in my home.
This idea of gender equality and equal pay for equal work is an absolute go ahead for any business in this country or anything in the world. The next thing is to foster a climate of mutual respect. Just because we have different thoughts doesn't mean that either one is wrong. I think sometimes we forget that life mustn't ever be a win-lose situation. There's win-win in gaining diversity of thought, and that's making sure that teams are as diverse as possible, and gender diversity, I think, is essential.
We're now on the cusp of a new year, which I'm hoping is going to be a new season.
It's a turning the corner. We're going into a new decade. And I think as South Africans, as business in South Africa, the worst that we've ever been through is over. And I think we need to remind ourselves of that. This is a new challenge, yes, but we've been through worse, and we've come out strong, and we've come out on top. And I think we need to pool our collective optimism, put our minds together, put creativity into the mix, and go into the new year bold, brave, and strong, and try and turn what looks like it could be a bad hand that we dealt into a win.
And we must unlock this talent that exists in this country. One of the big places of talent which I find in my job here, but also in the country as a whole, is this idea of the strength out of diversity. As we build diversity into our workforce, diversity into our management structures, and that's diversity of thought as well as demographics, we're going to kind of find that South Africa has got a chance to get ahead of the global quagmire of economic kind of tension, because we've got the right people, the right time, and optimism. So I will look and say, yeah, this year's been tough, but I'm optimistic about the next 5-10 years. I think we're in for the next big growth curve. But if we can awaken that entrepreneurial spirit that created this business here, obviously, but I know you speak in your book about also the challenges you must do as an entrepreneur to get through how you can become an achiever in this economy.
My 3 key insights is to be bold, brave and strong in 2020. I'm going to make it my mantra. Be bold in our actions, be strong in our convictions, be brave in the decisions we make. The second insight is remain optimistic. We're through the worst that we've seen in our country, and I think we need a lot of optimism. And then lastly, inclusivity in terms of gender, in terms of culture, in terms of race, because diversity remains the cornerstone of creativity.
Baie dankie dat jy vanaand ingeskakel het. Ons is volgende week Dinsdag gaan weer terug en gesels onder meer oor 'n landbouprojek wat hoop om ou finansieringsmodelle te ontwrig. Tot volgende week, mooi bly en goeienaand.